Okay, family. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the swing of things, because I know y'all want my definition of on this thick shit. But hold on, now I'm getting a fucking text. Ain't this a bitch? My shit is ringing off like a motherfucker right now. Anyway, my definition of the compare and contrast. Why does he keep texting me? Click on the highlighted. You know, I gotta walk his ass. I gotta take him slow. The highlight website. Because if I tell him URL, it's gonna fuck up the whole thing. So I can't tell him that. Okay. Anyway. There are so many women I can only assume are throwing around this thick thing a lot to men. And men are sometimes, they're not really confused. They're actually making a mockery of it. Because while I was talking to this guy, you know, and he really wanted to see, you know, he wanted to see my progress or whatever. Let me see what you working with or whatever. You saying thick. Okay, let me see what your thick look like, because there's too many women throwing this thick around, and a lot of them ain't thick. They actually obese. And, you know, he didn't say obese. He didn't want to come out and say that, but he was saying that they actually not thick. They're more of a bigger woman. Okay, so my definition of thick is when you could tell the difference between a woman's bust, which is her boobs, her waistline, and her hips. When you can see a profound difference of the three, in my opinion, you consider that thick. Now, if you're over a size, say, 12, you consider that thick. Now, but to really make that thick real proper like, you got to have some curves with it. If you are size 14, but you're not, you know, you don't see, like, one way you could tell, let me say this, goddamn it, right now. One way a woman can tell that she got some ass on her is when you stand your ass against the wall and let your booty cheeks touch the wall and see what the fuck happens. One or two things is gonna motherfucking happen. Your ass gonna touch and your back ain't gonna touch, or your whole motherfucking back gonna be flushed to the wall. That's just it. Now, when you have ass, another motherfucker can stand on the side of you and they can see that other nigga. I see you, nigga. I see you. I see you, nigga. You can still see that other motherfucker on the other side. Because why? Now, this bitch got a little, you know, pumps in the bump. You know what I'm saying? She got a little curvation, little, you know, little cuff and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's some women are saying, they will say, this is just my synopsis from talking to different men, and they will say, you know, I'm a size 24 and I'm thick. Well, some men aren't looking at that as being thick. Some men are looking at that as being, you know, a bigger woman. My brother is calling me back again. I can't keep fucking with him. He's fucking up my groove. Damn. Hold on one second, y'all. Here we go. Commercial break. Hey, Homer, what's up? Tina.com 1. Okay. Well, see, what you need to do is you're going to don't click my telephone number, because it keeps coming back as a text. Because I keep getting it on my end that you're texting me. You don't click that. You click that long stuff. It starts with www. It'll say youtube.com/1sexytina1. Click that. All right, bye. Back to the regular programming. Anyway, But yeah, there's a lot of women that, and we all come in all different shapes and sizes. So I'm not disrespecting nobody. So I don't need nobody chiming in saying, oh, well, she disrespecting me, bitch. No, I'm a size 26, bitch, and I'm still thick. I don't give a fuck what sexy Tina talking about. That bitch ain't, she don't know what the fuck she talking about. Okay, that's cool. If this don't qualify, let it fly. If this ain't who the fuck you are, then therefore you need to just leave it, let it alone. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit go. But if you take this a certain kind of way, then therefore that means that you feel like it's a direct hit to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not. I'm just giving you my personal opinion, and I'm just giving a synopsis of the conversation that I had last night with this gentleman in reference to women's different shapes and sizes. Now, there's some women that are like cone shaped, where Jody calls it strawberry shape, whereas they're big at the top and everything kind of tapers down, and they have very slender hips, their thighs, their everything is just straight. More times than not, they really don't have much of a a booty that really sticks out a lot, that really don't have no curve and no cuff. You know you got a cuff on that ass when you're able to stand up straight, and your dude can put a pencil up under that cuff of that ass and it's gonna stay there. You know what I'm saying? And Nick can put $1 right there, nigga, and that dollar gonna still just kind of hold up under that cuff of that ass. See, that's what I got. I don't have the donkey booty that just kind of curves over and the hump is at the top and there's no cuff at the bottom. Me, mine, I got the curve, but I also got the cuff. Whereas you could put a pencil, you could slide a motherfucking card down that ass. You can put a motherfucking credit card, anything up under that ass, and it's gonna stay. Without no panties, no nothing. There's nothing holding it but that ass cheek. Okay. Now, there's women that are also hourglass. You know that you are an hourglass when the circumference around your shoulders and your hips is pretty much parallel. Whereas when you stand straight up and you touching the side of your thighs or your hips, but then your arms, your elbows are not touching the side of your body, okay? That means that you're more of an hourglass shape. I'm going to need him to stop calling me. I'm going to need his motherfucking ass to stop calling me right the fuck right now. Hold on. Commercial break. Okay, he stopped. So when you're standing up straight, and you putting your arms alongside parallel of your body, okay? Just relax and just put your arms like this. If the nigga can still see another motherfucker standing behind you, then guess what? You're more of an hourglass figure, or it's just the fact that you're awfully thin. It's gonna be one of the two things. Either you're gonna be thin, or you're gonna have an hourglass figure. There are some women that are big around the middle, okay? And, sometimes, I make light of it and say SpongeBob effect and shit. But, I'm just, making it funny. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't find that funny because that's their reality. You know what I'm saying? So, my apologies to that. I mean, I just got a comedic view on a lot of things. And that's just my personality. It's not the fact that I'm throwing jabs or dabbers and daggers and all the shades and all this other shit. It's not about that, really. It's just really, to me, I just have a comedic view. But when a woman lays down and her stomach don't go completely flat, then therefore, yeah, you're considered as big in the middle. Whereas if you lay down, first of all, when a woman lay down, if her titties are real, her motherfucking breast is gonna go east and west. Am I right or wrong? Them motherfuckers is gonna part like the Red Sea. Them motherfuckers is just gonna open up. Okay, and then you can be like, I see you, nigga, I see you. I see you, nigga, I see you. Meaning that, okay, you know what? She don't have that much girth. She don't have that much going on around here. And nor do a nigga have to, pry the shit open and, fold shit up and flip shit up to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making light of things. I'm just giving my own view on the subject and the topic at hand, okay? Now, then there's some women that are just bottom heavy. And so some women prefer that shape. They just be bottom heavy. There's not all the time that you will find a woman that's, an hourglass figure that's going to be just as full at the top as she is at the bottom. There's more times than not you will see a woman with a real ample bottom, but, they're like a size B or C cup at the top, And see, from a medical standpoint, You know, what is up in here is called omentum fat, okay? This is omentum fat. And anytime that you're able to sit down and you can't see your pussy, then therefore that means you got a lot of omentum fat. Or you have a lot of loose skin that a tummy tuck is, that's all that's going to change that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you lost a great deal of weight, you're going to have what is called an apron here that really simply needs to be cut off, pulled down, re-stitched up. There it is. Now you know, more, you know, you can see the compartments and shit. But it's kind of funny because, and it's a trip because a lot of men, and that's where our insecurities flow, because men have a tendency to, you know, they got these preconceived notions on the woman that they want to have on their arm or in their life, and that chick is a makeshift motherfucker. A lot of women aren't made up that way, you know, and they want a woman with this, with hips, thighs, breasts, face, teeth on deck, this and this. Ain't got no arm fat, ain't got no this and that, but then they got big ass stomachs. I mean, how that go together? It really don't go together, you know. And my brother is wearing me out. Hold on one second, y'all. I know I need to stop this video because he's fucking it up, and I know it. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna just let that go to voicemail, and then I'm gonna call him back in a few minutes because I'm not gonna make this no drawn out affair. But anyway, basically the bottom line is there is a difference between small, thick, and heavy. Okay, there is a difference. And, you know, brothers is making a mockery of this shit right now. Because when you come out and say, okay, well, I'm thick, and this man never physically seen you or haven't seen you in a while, in the back of his mind, he's saying, thick, okay, what is her definition of thick? Because a thick, there's a range for thick. If you're not after a size 12 and less than a 20, then therefore you're not really considered as thick, in my opinion now. And then not only that, but if your hip to waist circumference is not, you know, because your waist, you know, to have, you know how some people say I'm little in the middle and I got much back? Okay, now your hip to waist circumference should be, if you know, for to have real shapely voluptuous body, then therefore your waist should be 10 inches smaller than your hips. So like my hips are like a 50. So my waist, you know, should be, you know, a 40, you know, to give that effect, to give that look of, wow, okay, ba 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 boom, okay, she got this right here going on. But my waist is smaller than a 35. So I'm really giving a hell of an effect because my waist is actually smaller, like 15 inches smaller than my hip. So when people see me coming, they see my ass from the front because they're looking at the fact, okay, here's this little bitty ass waist, but then goddamn, look at her hips, it's like this, you know. And that's when they say, oh, I can see that ass from the front. They automatically got to turn around. As soon as you walk back, you know, a matter of 2 feet behind them, they got to turn around and just look. I mean, even bitches, you know what I'm saying? Even bitches got to turn around and just look. They be trying to play it off and shit. Instead of turning their neck, they turn their whole motherfucking body like they looking for something. You know what I'm saying? But they got to check it out. Now, you know, so that is just simply my definition of thick. Again, it is subjective, meaning my own personal opinion. This was not to insult or diffuse anybody or cross anyone or any kind or whatever. It isn't. It's just simply my take on it. I was asked this and I just thought that I would share with you guys. So you guys do your own assessments. You guys tell me. Leave your comments below. Make a video. Whatever you choose to do. But give me your definition of thick. And what do you think thick looks like to you? Because in my opinion, there is a profound difference. Some people don't think so. If you don't think so, say, guess what? I don't think so. I'm a size 26, and guess what, bitch? I'm thick as fuck. Okay, and that's fine. I can't do nothing but respect that. That's your own personal opinion. Everybody got one. So therefore, I ask that you just respect mine. On that note, I am out. Deuces. I love you. Bye. Let me holler at my brother. Yeah. Cell Block 33. Motherfucking OG straight out of Compton. Don't fuck with this. This ain't what you want, baby. You ain't ready for this right here. All right, I holler. Bye.